Well, Walpurgis Night dropped again, and with it came two new E.G.Os. Right now we're going to be covering Wingbeat Ishmael. Wingbeat Ishmael is a Hilo E.G.O with, a 3 base with +7 and +7. Interesting. 2 coins. What in the world? Well, it's not going to be very good at clashing, having a maximum of 17 in clashes, but doing damage is a completely different story. Because on hit, you heal 20% of max health on self. On heads hit, lose 1 to 2 sanity. Now, heads hit, reuse coin up to 5 times per skill. That is phenomenal. I will get into that in a minute, but that is amazing. On hit, heal by 8 to 12% of damage dealt. Interesting, you're healing twice with 2 different percentages, but still, that's very good. Now, on hit, you inflict Gluttony, Fragility, and on hit, you inflict 1 to 4 bleed, which is a solid amount. Now that we get the on hit effects out of the way, so maximum you can roll with this will be a 17, but since you're rolling the reuse coins, you're going to be doing 17, then upwards and upwards and upwards to a maximum of 52. Oh my goodness. And you're going to be healing a percentage of that and a percentage of your max HP. But if you have max HP, that healing is not going to go to waste. It's going to go to your least HP percentage ally. That is phenomenal. And the fragility, you're going to be inflicting fragility on hit, which means your next hit's going to be doing even more damage. And you're going to be doing bleed per hit. So best case scenario, you're going to be inflicting 4, and then 4 again, and then 4 again, and then oh my goodness, that is a lot of bleed potency. So, that was a phenomenal awakening, but the passive, what's the passive? It has to be absolutely groundbreaking to even be remotely as good as the awakening. But is it? And the answer is yes. Because if your Ishmael ID is at full health, you deal 5 to 10% more damage. That is crazy, but if you aren't at full health, then every time you hit something, you're going to heal 2 to 5 HP, a maximum of 7 times per turn. So, that can get you quite a bit of more health back. Now, in damage being dealt, that could do an insane amount of damage dealt. And it's very versatile too. Being either to do damage or healing, I think that's probably one of, if not the best passive that I have seen to date in Limbus company. Now, the cost of this E.G.O is not anything too special, right? I gotta hop off it for a minute because 25 sanity, average revolves, but 1 lust, 3 gluttony, and 2 pride, that is a very affordable and relatively cheap, especially for what it does. And since your resistances are of a he E.G.O, you're gonna have fatal to pride, fatal to envy, endured to lust, and ineffective to gluttony. Now, moving on to the corrosion. Oh my goodness. There is, oh my goodness, is that ever a paragraph being written in the corrosion? But let's start with the rolls. 39 as a base, which is very, very good. -28 for the roll, slash damage, and attack weight of 3. Before attack, gain number of highest resonance, subtract 2 attack weight, maximum 2. So you'll be doing a 3 attack weight E.G.O at the best case scenario, which is good. But before attack, deal 5% HP damage to 5, at most 5 random allies. That's pretty bad. I mean, it could be good, but it's most case scenarios, you're not going to want to do that. But you're going to gain that HP from them and get it onto yourself, so it has some positives. If this unit has dealt any damage to an ally, gain 2 attack power up this turn and 2 haste next turn. Interesting. Once per turn, the damage dealt, including damage dealt to shields, blah blah blah. This effect can kill allies. That's not very good. That's scary. But risk and reward, I suppose. But after attack, if the skill's healing exceeds the unit's maximum HP, excess healing HP multiplied by 10, all offense level up next turn, maximum 6 per turn. Oh my goodness. So instead of healing your allies when you overheal, you're going to be giving yourself a little bit more damage next turn. That is good. Now, On Tails hit, heal self for 20% of damage dealt, which is pretty phenomenal. And on Tails hit, inflict 3 to 6 bleed. That's alright. And on kill, oh my, run on sentence, and. Now, gain 1 attack power up on kill next turn to a maximum of 3. That is very good. I mean, very good, it's a lot to go over, but a lot of good things is pretty good. It's time to move over to the drip category. Now, the drip category is, I think it's fairly obvious, man. On day 1, people were already swooning over this Ishmael E.G.O. Rightly so, though. I'm not gonna say nothing about but yeah, no. But it's a really good. I like it a lot, and I like how it uses the Wingbeat, not from Lobotomy Corporation, but from Rowena. And the E.G.O, when you crowd it, you're just gonna become Angela's crowded form, pretty much, right? Which is very, very cool. I love to see that. So that's gonna be probably a, yeah, no other way to Friday. So that's 10, easy 10. Now, once again, at the strength, these E.G.Os have been getting quite strong that I've been reviewing recently, but this is definitely a 10, right? For damage, right? Strength damage. Your roll is not that good on the awakening, but you do that roll, and then you do that roll, and then you damage. It adds up. Oh my goodness. Not good at clashing, but the corrosion definitely makes up for that, having a 39 at the base, which is kind of amazing, actually. That's like really good. So, I gotta get that easy 10. Now, the usefulness of this E.G.O, do I even have to say it? In the corrosion, it's not all that useful because you're damaging your allies, but you have a good roll, but not that crazy. On the awakening, you're going to be doing massive damage, you're going to be healing yourself for that damage, you're going to be inflicting gluttony, fragility, you're going to be inflicting bleed, you're going to be doing a passive that gives you more HP or more damage when you do hits, you're going to be hitting them a lot. Like, man, where does the positives end? And my answer to that is they don't, because this is a great E.G.O. And for that, it's easy 10. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I think this is our second triple 10 E.G.O. And really, I'm not surprised. Welp, that's about it for the E.G.O. It's a great E.G.O. Phenomenal. I definitely can't wait to roll on it. And I definitely can't wait to get it, because I'm getting it. I'm going to tell you that much. And I was right. Told you it was going to be gluttony, going to be probably self-healing, and going to be slash. And what did it do? All that and a little bit more. So, I gotta say, feels good to be right, and have a good one.